Hey guys, so this is a video that I've been thinking about recently. In actuality, I was on Blog TV just the other day and someone mentioned that they said this exact phrase, cyberbullying does not exist. Now they never elaborated further on why they thought this, but then that following night I was on Facebook and I stumbled across a status update, and the status update goes as follows. Guys, if you are a troll, just unfriend me. Don't even bother to hate on me, because for one, you can seriously hurt someone, and possibly be the reason they take their life. Could you really live with that? And two, get your own life instead of ruining others. 3, this sounds like I'm talking about cyberbullying because hating someone and trolling them via the internet is cyberbullying. Now I'm subscribed to this person on YouTube who made this Facebook status update. The only valid statement in this status update is, if you're a troll, just unfriend me. Get your own life instead of ruining others. I agree with that point. If you're a troll or you're hating on someone and you have to add them on Facebook, and then once you add them on Facebook, you simply troll them or hate on them, you literally don't have a life. There's so many better things you could be doing than wasting time adding someone on Facebook just to hate on them or troll them. That's about the only really thing that I really agreed with in this status update. This YouTuber is watching this video, which I hope she is. I just want to let you know that I am not trying to tear you apart or put you down. I just want to share my opinion as to why I don't believe cyberbullying exists, and it really annoys me when I see people who claim that don't cyberbully, don't hate people on the internet. If you hurt somebody, if you say something mean to somebody, you're responsible for them committing suicide or whatever. That just really annoys me, and I want to finally address this issue of cyberbullying. Start off, I'm going to say the big bold statement: cyberbullying does not exist. Now, before you write a comment telling me how much you disagree, I would like you just to hear me out in this video and hear what I have to say before you write a comment or disagree with me. Please hear me out. One of the reasons I do not believe cyberbullying exists is for the main fact is that cyberbullying is self-induced and is 100% avoidable. Whereas if you go to a public school and you are bullied constantly and consistently, that's an unavoidable situation, because you have bullies who pick on people who are smaller, who have speech impediments, such as myself, who have maybe mental problems, or who are physically, mentally, and I quote, I'm not saying this in disrespect, retarded, but you have bullies who pick on people who are smaller, and this is a problem, and it's completely unavoidable, because bullies pick on whoever they want to pick on. Whereas, as I mentioned earlier, cyberbullying is self-induced and is 100% avoidable. And when I say it's avoidable, this is what I mean. Cyberbullying, no one forces you to make a video on YouTube. No one forces you to upload photos of yourself. No one forces you to use the internet. And that's what it boils down to, cyberbullying. It's self-induced in the fact that you are choosing to use the internet, you are choosing to make these decisions, no one is forcing you to do anything. And because you make these decisions or present the content you create on YouTube, if you get trolled by it, everybody says, I'm being cyberbullied, and they go into this victim mentality that if you say enough words like, you're a faggot, then this person's going to end up committing suicide, or some crazy, absurd thing like that. The problem with that, though, is suicides that result from quote-unquote cyberbullying, as far as I am aware, and I looked this up before I made this video, I have not found any instances where cyberbullying occurred and someone committed suicide. Now, take note of this. If you are being bullied in school, okay, you're being bullied and you're being put down, mocked, whatever, in school, that's an unavoidable situation. If that real-life situational bullying, which could be verbal abuse, violent abuse, whatever, gets transferred to the internet, that is simply an extension of real bullying. It cannot be then classified as cyberbullying, because it was a real unavoidable problem in real life, and now it's on the internet, which is simply an extension. It's not cyberbullying. Another point that I would like to expand on is the phrase, words hurt people. Words are hurtful. And I want to say, I completely disagree. And take note, I am referring to complete strangers. If my dad walked in my room and said, Daniel, I hate you, you are nothing but a fat faggot, okay, that would be hurtful. And in that sense, words do hurt. Or if I'm being bullied in real life and I'm constantly having people tell me how stupid I am, those can hurt me. But I'm talking explicitly in the cases of when you have complete strangers and someone on YouTube makes a video and they get butthurt for someone calling them a faggot. And I'd like to just point out that I have clinical depression and I'm a YouTuber and I've been called literally every word you can possibly imagine. I've been called faggot, I've been called bitch, and I've been called one of the worst things I hate to hear, and I hate this word, and I apologize in advance if this offends you. Actually, no, I don't apologize. I've been called a cackling cunt. And I've been called all these things, but I don't let those words hurt me because these are from complete strangers I do not know. However, there are those people on the internet who, quote-unquote, are being cyberbullied, who say that words hurt people. And if they're complete strangers, those words, the words and names they call you shouldn't hurt you at all. And here's why. You are the person who puts value and worth, and you transcribe you transcribe an idea with that word, which when someone calls you a faggot, you automatically get hurt by it. Me calling you a faggot is not inherently hurtful. I am not hurting you. You are the person hurting yourself because you are applying the value, the worth, and how else do I say this? You are putting value into what I say. Therefore, because you put value into what I say to a complete stranger, you are essentially hurting yourself. My words are not hurting you. You are hurting yourself by transcribing an idea or concept with a word, such if I call you a homo or whatever. That's your fault. You are doing that to yourself. So in essence, words do not hurt people if they're from complete strangers. Now, if it's family, that's different because that's real life situations, and if you're being bullied in school, again, if it's a real life situation, it's completely different. But I'm talking explicitly complete strangers on the internet when people get this mentality, I'm being a victim of cyberbullying and trolling, and they pull together this victim mentality, and it pisses me off because, number one, cyberbullying doesn't exist. I think I've already made that very clear as to why it doesn't exist, and if it's a bullying situation and it extends from real life to the internet, that's just an extension of real bullying, not cyberbullying. And I would like to make one final point before I end this video, is that I also believe it goes to a parental responsibility for what they allow their children to access, such as the internet. If a child is being, quote-unquote, cyberbullied, which I don't believe exists, but if they're using that terminology and people are hating on that child, I believe it's the parent's responsibility to understand and know what their child is doing so they can avoid the potential damage it can do to a young child on the internet. Because when you have a 10-year-old child using the internet or YouTube, who he's still building his self-esteem. Okay, when you're that young, you're still building your identity, who you are as a person, your self-esteem, and that can be affected by complete strangers on the internet because those 10-year-old kids are too immature or haven't developed mentally or psychologically to not place value in what complete strangers say to them. So yeah, I don't know if I even made sense in this video. I kind of jumped. I wrote out four or five different points I wanted to make in this video. I hope I made sense. If you disagree with me on the fact that cyberbullying does not exist, let me know, and I would be happy to watch and accept a video response from you if you choose to make one. I am Daniel Sulzbach, also known as Mr. Repzion. Thank you for watching, and again, if Kate is watching this video, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to put you down or rip you apart or anything. I wanted to share my opinion on the fact that I don't believe cyberbullying exists. And when you wrote that comment, it just kind of sparked, I was like, I need to make a video about it, so that's what I did. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace the rep out.